Freckles back online again, and today I'm making 3 different Lucky Loads today as part of my 12 DIYs of Christmas series. And you guys may notice this huge weird pink blob here. That's my microphone. Super pretty, super pink, super fluffy. But for now, let's get into everything you will need for these 3 Lucky Loads. So for all the things that you will need, I have so many different things. So I have crushed candy cane, which I use so much in the 12 DIYs of Christmas series. Turkish Delights, which are my favorite candy ever. So we may have to eat some of those. Apricot, because I love apricot in my Lucky Load. Some marshmallows that look really cool. They are pink, white, and green swirls. Some M&Ms, because no Lucky Load is complete without them. Some raisins. They're like cranberry raisins, and they are so good. 2 different kinds of cookie. I have this plain chocolate chip, which is the yummiest thing ever, and also some soup wines, which if you guys have seen my s'mores video where I make s'mores and kind of compare them to see which one is the best, you will know that those cookies, super wines, they came out on top, as well as some pretzels we have today to balance out the sweet and salty, some caramel corn, which is my favorite popcorn, some more marshmallows, but these are just your typical pink and white. Cadbury Elves, which are basically a really delicious milk chocolate along with some popping candy mixed inside. And for sprinkles, we have to have such a variety. So we have these beautiful midnight magic ones. These are so pretty and I love them so much. We have glamour and sparkle, which you guys have seen me use in the candy cane pretzel 12 DIYs of Christmas video, if you guys have seen that. If not, I will link up there and also down below in the description. And some popping candy, because I love popping candy and I think it feels, I love it. There's no excuse, I love popping candy. So now, let's get to making them. So we're going to start with a Lucky Load that are for like adults or people who maybe just don't have as much of a sweet tooth. So we're gonna just chuck in some plain pink and white marshmallows. And maybe a bit more. The noise is really loud. And then what else should we chuck in? I am thinking some apricot. And then raisins. And this one is also good for teachers, because especially teachers who are slightly older, because it's just so easy to make Lucky Load, and so it's gonna take you not very long. Putting in some Turkish Delights now, and it's really easy to just throw everything in. And so now I'm gonna chuck in some sparkles, and I'm also going to top the Lucky Load with these sparkles, but who says you can't fill pretty much most of the Lucky Load with sparkles as well. So that's the inside. Oh, and I'm thinking also adding pretzels, but may as well. And what else should I add? Some biscuit, definitely. Just some plain biscuits. Did not drop some, totally did not drop some. And there is the first one, Benito. So now it's time for the second Rocky Road. And this one is going to be filled with all of my favorite things, all of my favorite Rocky Road fillings. And so this one I'm going to go through in about 2, maybe 3 weeks. That's overestimating, isn't it? Maybe like 1 to 2 weeks. And so now we're just going to chuck everything in. So I'm going to chuck in some of these marshmallow poles, which are pretty similar to the plain marshmallows, except they're poles and we've chopped them. And they also have some green instead of just pink and white. They also have green. So I'm going to add in a bunch of these. And they're quite sticky because they're stuck together because we cut them. That's good. And then I definitely need some Turkish Delights because Turkish Delights, as I mentioned before, are my favorite food. Candy, maybe not my favorite food. What else should I add? Definitely some apricots need to go in. I love apricots in Rocky Road. It is so good. Definitely some biscuits, but I'm just gonna do plain because I'm boring. Just a bit more and a bit more. And so some M&Ms, definitely. I love M&Ms. They're so good. Now I'm looking at it. We don't have enough Turkish Delight. Spooning it in. Some crushed candy cane, which I have right here. I'm going to move the bowl closer because I'm not spilling this everywhere. Okay, and apparently a big part of a candy cane as well. And I quite like this crushed candy cane on food. So I'm trying to add in a lot of it. Definitely some Elves. These are one of my favorite chocolates, along with Turkish Delights. I have a lot of favorite chocolates apparently. That's what I've learned today. Just trying to like snap it up a bit to make sure it's a bit smaller. I'm gonna add in maybe 2, just don't need too much. And I keep hitting my elbow, whatever. Okay. This is such good candy, and if you have not tried it, then you must try it. This Christmas, try them. Yeah, some Midnight Magic sprinkles because so pretty. Like, look at these. They're so pretty. These are definitely my favorite of them. And also some popping candy because I love popping candy. And Elves does have popping candy in it, but not enough for me, you know? I just love popping candy. Like, a lot of popping candy. And I think, maybe some more M&Ms could be good. And I'm also going to put in some caramel corn because caramel corn is so good. There we go. And now I'm done. This is my specialty. It looks like a party. It looks like a rainbow. It looks like my brain. And it also looks like what's about to be in my belly. Now on to tub number 3. Rocky Road number 3. Whatever. So now it's time for the third and final Rocky Road. And this one, we need to end it with lots of fun and lots of sugar. So I'm going to add everything in this Rocky Road. So I'm going to start with some chocolate chip biscuits. Like lots of it. So instead of spooning it out with my hand, I'm just going to dump it from the bowl. But not all of it. That should be enough. Because we need to be able to refit everything. Then I'm just gonna move it around a bit and pick up a bunch of these, like so much. And then the other marshmallows, it's just filling some gaps. And then the caramel corn. This is gonna be so like full. Some pretzels. That one is the one that I'm gonna eat. Rest of the apricot, because though it's Rocky Road, it still needs to be remotely healthy. And I'm gonna save just a tiny bit of Turkish Delight for me, even though there's not that much. I'm just gonna save that one for me. That's like a good balance of it. M&M's. This I'm just gonna pour it in. Some crushed candy cane. This is so full. What else should I add? Besides the sprinkles, I'm thinking popping candy and elves. Pew! Popping candy goes everywhere. I love popping candy. Maybe just a tiny bit of Crasins. And then I almost got the popping candy again. I'm gonna put in the Midnight Magic one because the Midnight Magic one is more fun than the Glamour and Sparkle one. And now we're gonna put in some elves. This looks so good. I'm so ready to demolish this. And then I can't just leave that one elf all chopped apart by himself in there. He has to have a friend that also gets all broken up and put in there. This looks amazing. And then I'm just gonna... Why does this remind me of slime? This reminds me of slime. Whatever. So that is the third and final one, all complete. And now, to save it, just to have a moment, I'm gonna eat this piece of Turkish Delight, and then we're gonna pour it in the chocolate. Done. So I've just finished melting the chocolate, and so now it is time to pour it in. I'm going to go around in the edges in a square, and I'm trying to make sure that I'm not pouring in too much, but I'm definitely getting the edges very, very well, because if I don't get the edges, then the rocky road will not stick together. So that is our first square, and what I'm doing is just doing that, making sure, and then we're just going, ooh, that was a big amount, just going in, basically covering all of the stuff. And we are almost done, and then we're going to mix it around so then we can get seeing some of the beautiful, beautiful filling on the inside. I mean, outside. And I'm being very careful to get as much as I possibly can on the edges. So there we go. So I've just poured in all of the chocolate because that looks, I don't know. You really have to use all of the chocolate. And now I'm just mixing it around so I can kind of see all the bumps and chunks, because that is what Rocky Road is about. It's supposed to look like it's a rocky road, so it's like a road that's really like bumpy and chunky and rocky. So that is what I'm doing. I can see some delicious things. This is the adults one that I'm doing right now. The people without the sweet tooth, the very plain and healthy rocky road, which is kind of being counteracted by all this chocolate, but whatever. And then we're just gonna pour some sprinkles on top after we finished mixing. I don't really want to get too close to the edges, but I also want to get pretty close to the edges. I need to make sure that there is definitely something in every corner, because corners are really important in Rocky Road. Trying not to smooth it out too much. And the chocolate isn't getting to the bottom, but I'll finish mixing this and then I'll be back to put the sprinkles on. So I just finished making sure that every single piece of everything that we put into this one is coated in chocolate, absolutely covered, and then smoothed it a bit so then we could, make sure that everything is like the same size pretty much. Although I did just realize that there is just a tiny problem with the corner, and so the reason I'm smoothing it out is so that then with the when we're cutting the Rocky Road after it's set, we don't get like some giant pieces and some teeny tiny pieces. But now it's time to pour on the sprinkles. So I'm using the Glamour and Sparkle ones. These ones are really cool, and so boom. Boom. Okay. Beautiful. A masterpiece. Next one. Dee. This is going in the fridge to set now. Next one. So now it's time for the second Rocky Road, the one that I made. I'm just kind of dumping it all in the middle, and then I'm gonna move it. And I'm kind of like moving it a bit, but not super. It's so heavy. And this time I'm gonna use a spoon because the spatula was just a bit hard to maneuver with. And so I'm just pouring and trying to get out all of the chocolate. It's quite hard. And this one, it didn't melt as well, so yeah. I'll be back once I finish this. So it scooped out all the chocolate, and so now I'm just mixing everything, making sure that literally every side of everything is covered, coated, just completely filled, like just absolutely covered in chocolate. Oh, I found all the color. And yeah, so as you can tell, I'm like flipping stuff. I'm trying to get as much done as I can, but it's very, very hard because it's like with the spatula, it's a bit easier. So I'm just gonna cut the spatula and go boop, and put the spoon in, and then I'm gonna start using the spatula because the spatula is a bit easier, but also still super hard. So yeah, and by the way, guys, if you have, if you're a kid trying to make Rocky Road, then you should definitely ask for a parent's help to help you pour and mix it so you have the yummiest Rocky Road ever. I will be back once this is finished because this is hard. So now we're just gonna check on some sprinkles. I'm gonna check on Midnight Magic on this one because Midnight Magic is my favorite of all the sprinkles. And yeah, now we're gonna put this away to set. So because this is the one where I'm being extremely extra, I threw everything in, and I want to be extra at the max for this. So what I'm doing is I'm literally going to be using 2 different kinds of chocolate. I have some milk chocolate here, and then also some white chocolate in the other pot, jug, whatever you want to call it. And so what I'm trying to do is put some blobs in this corner, and then some blobs in the other corner, but it's very, very hard to get out at the moment. So I don't really know how to make it come out faster. I'm spooning out it now. So now I'm just putting in my white chocolate. This one is way more liquidy than the dark chocolate. I think it may just be because of the different chocolates, but not sure. Ooh, comes out really, really quick. There we go. And I will be right back. So now I've mixed it all together. It's looking really cool. I wanted to do a marble look, so that's why I've mixed them all together. And now I'm going to put some popping candy on. Just not too much. And there we go. So that one will go to set as well. There you go. A beautiful look at it. Looks really cool. And so these are going all my lucky roads I've made today are going to go and set in the fridge, and then after that I'm going to put them in jars like this with some ribbon around it, with some bells, jingle bells, or baubles. And I'm going to put a little thing on the top, just saying who it's to, who it's from, and also listing all the foods it has in it, especially if I know there's someone with allergies, so then they know if they can eat it or not. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell to get notified every single time I upload a video. Share this video with all of your friends and all of your family, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye from me, and goodbye from every single one of my freckles.